This is a Transformers Cybertron Hotshot, except this one is the Takara version, or since I'm in the South we pronounce it Takara, and this is also from Transformers Galaxy Force, not Cybertron. And in that series, a character is known as Exigeyser once he gets his new form. He becomes an APC so he can further experience the horrors of war. Also, for the sake of the video, we're calling him Hotshot because that's going to better resonate with my audience. Unfortunately, I don't have the Cybertron version of this. I wish I did so I could do a comparison, but I don't. Now, the box art is way flashier than what the American version was. Here's a quick look at this side, the other side, the bottom, which is what a lot of people call me, I don't know why. They also say I'm peggable. And here's the back, showing some other figures that you could have also gotten at the time. Here is the figure, if you couldn't tell. And it comes with one cyber key, a card with some stats at the back. No one really cares for these. It also comes with a cardboard stand of some generic scrap metal characters. However, I would much prefer a cardboard cutout of the character Yor from the hit anime series Spy Family. Anyways, this is useless. So no one cares for that either. But I like you enough to do whatever this is to you. And here are the instructions. And I do want to point out, I really like how these instructions look. It's got actual 3D renders of the characters for the instructions, compared to the US, where it's just drawings. The 3D renders really add some depth to the instructions and they make them easier to follow. I'm such a fucking nerd. Now here's a closer look at the figure. Here's the front, side, and back. Now moving on. The cyber key goes in here, and yes, I did accidentally grab the wrong cyber key, but we're gonna pretend that I did that on purpose because I'm trying to show you that it is compatible with the Hasbro keys. In all seriousness though, this is the actual cyber key that comes with it, and there's really no difference in them besides on how they look. Sometimes both of these don't flip up the... Okay. The figure itself has some great paintwork on it, and it's got some nice molded detail there as well. I preferred the character in his prior form, but holding this figure in my hand, it is really nice. Just like a subscription to my channel. The figure itself feels very sturdy and solid. Now the blue color on here is kind of bland, but it is show accurate. And honestly, the whole figure itself is pretty show accurate. It's even got that new type of Autobot logo on there from the show, and it's got wheels for cause it needs those to move around because it's like a vehicle. The head sculpt on this is honestly really great. The face is done really well. He's got some nice molded detail on the forehead. It looks like it could be a separate piece, but it is molded on there. The blue eyes really pop out and look great. The yellows on the figure pop out a lot. Some great detail work in the chest, and the lighting makes the centerpiece look chrome, but it's just regular red paint. I really like how they did the paintwork on the missiles here. It's something that could have been skipped out on, and adding it in really brings that extra-ness to this figure. The missiles at the top are also painted. I'm really glad they didn't skip out on the small stuff here, which is not the same type of treatment I'm used to getting. And if you open these up, you'll see even more missiles. This character really had a lot of missiles on it. Several war crimes worth, in fact. Char here better watch out, otherwise he's gonna be beat. In number of war crimes, that is. Because he's a war criminal. I mean, a lot of Gundam characters do war crimes. Besides this guy though, because G Gundam can do no wrong. Agree with me or there will be nuclear war. Now for some comparisons. Here is Hasbro Vector Prime, Cybertron Optimus with the Galaxy Force color variant, and here it is next to the Hasbro version of Cybertron Red Alert, and lastly, here it is next to Armada Hotshot. Now for articulation, the head can spin all the way around. It can move up and down right here, but that's part of the transformation. The arms can move in and out like that, and they can only move up that high because of how massive his shoulders are. These can open and close. The arms can spin all the way around. This can also open up, revealing more missiles. The arms can bend, but the movement is limited. The legs can split out that far. I also just realized I didn't have his leg pulled out all the way during most of this review. I'm filming this at like 1:30 a.m. and I do 3 videos a week. Please cut me some slack. And now you can bend his legs, which can also move up all the way and go back really far. These can also move. And the feet can move as part of the transformation. This can also move up and down. These can also move, and it can also spin around. Now if you open his legs, he also comes with a sword, which you can put in either one of these slots. The sword itself has a decent amount of detail and only 2 colors for the paint. The figure itself also has some peg holes from minicons. Here's some random minicons that I got off of Craigslist from someone that may be missing some pieces. Let's see, this one can go here, and let's see, this one can go right here. And wait, does this one only have 2 places for minicons? Honestly, I'm not sure why I thought it had more. Well, there's that. Now onto the transformation. First, you want to bring his head up. This happens every video, I swear. In this world, it's peg or be pegged. Bring his head up, straighten out his arms, and bring him in. Make sure this one is also straight and bring it in. Turn this around. Bring his shoulders up into place like that. Same here. Eternally trapping him within himself. Push his legs up. Same for the other one. Now make sure these legs peg into place. Now bring the legs up and in just like that. And you can move this down. And there his is vehicle mode. The cyber key also works the same way, no difference there. Now I'm not the biggest fan of the vehicle mode, but I do think it's really well done. It's got a good amount of detail on it, and it looks good from all angles. And from the backside and underneath, you can't really tell that this was a transformer. And like I said before, you can also open these up for extra rockets. It can also roll pretty well in vehicle mode. It's also got a little slot here for something. Now while this figure is outdated, it still is nice to have. There's not much more to say about this, but if you're in the mood for more Transformers reviews, check out this video right here. Make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, it really helps out. And don't forget to check out my Patreon where you can support me for only $1 a month, and I'll be posting high-res photos of my toy photography there.